Guys, this is Mr. Bubbles. Next month, I am going to be attending the 𝐋𝐄𝐓 convention. It's a national power washing convention that happens every year in Nashville, Tennessee. And this year, I'm hoping to see a lot of you guys there. So check this out.
That trade show is packed. I spent most of this later evening in there, and I don't think I've seen a third of the show floor yet. The cool part is you get to go meet all the people where you do spend your money. So you get to meet Kurt Kempton with Responsibility. You get to meet the girls from Joe's office, the great people at Conquer. You get to meet them. It isn't just over the phone or, you know, an interaction over the computer.
This is my very first 𝐋𝐄𝐓 convention, and man, I should have been coming here forever. It's amazing the people that you meet here and the knowledge you'll get from being here. You could take it home and create whatever you want.
Oh man, we've learned a ton. We've been doing all the classes we can get in, and then we've been networking, man. We've been meeting lots of great people, making great connections. It's worth a lot more than you pay to get in here, man. Those connections pay off dividends. And if you're not connected in the industry, man, you're missing out. It's a place to be.
The knowledge and the experience you get from being around like-minded individuals and learning to interact with people inside your industry and collaboration, that's the main thing that brings me here. Of course, I like to see the new gadgets and all that kind of thing in the industry and the trade floor, you know. But primarily, it's the knowledge that's dropped and the relationships you can build.
Our business really exploded. I was able to meet people and then make so many network connections that I can actually call people I'm still friends with today. And I don't think there's many industries where you could do that.
So in order to get your tickets to the 𝐋𝐄𝐓 convention, you just got to go in the description of this video and see the link there. And then also, I don't think I mentioned this yet, the organizers of the convention has given to our community here at the Mr. Bubbles channel a $50 discount, and a promo code for that is, and I'll put it up here for you guys, Bubbles50. So what you're going to do is, at the very end, where the payment section is, there's a little box that says promo code. Again, you're just going to put in this same code here, promo code Bubbles50. It's going to give you $50 off of your purchase of the tickets there to the 𝐋𝐄𝐓. And I am looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys there. I want to interview some of you guys for the channel. So I am super, super excited about that. But let's go ahead and jump into today's video. As you guys well know, today is part 2. We're talking about how to grow your pressure washing business fast and easy without having to break some kind of, you know, like shortcut type rules. Like for me, guys, my first 2 years in the business, I did not make any money. My third year, I broke even. And then it wasn't until my 4th year when I started making really good money. And by really good money, by the way, I made more money in my 4th year than my 3 first years combined. Okay, you guys got that? And what I did was I put together a video kind of going over some of the steps that you guys can follow if you want to make really good money, but not wait 4 years like I had to, but you can do it in 1 or 2 years if you follow my blueprint. So let's go ahead and jump into today's episode then. The first thing on my list is called the 30-30-30 rule. Now, this right here is your foundation when it comes to finance management. As you well know, I've been talking a lot about this on the channel. Your money is nothing but a reflection of the skill sets that you have. And one of the main skills that you're going to have to develop is finance management. And of course, I got a series coming up at the end of the year here where we're going to talk about the 12 skill sets of the pressure washing business. And again, finance management being one of them. But this is the core foundation. So have you guys ever asked yourself this question? Like, you know, what is it that you do with your money? Or what should you do with your money? So the example here is, let's say, hypothetical, right? Let's say you have a full-time job and you're doing pressure washing part-time, like as a side hustle. And then let's also say that you're making $1,000 a week pressure washing. So what do you do with that $1,000? So here you go. So the first 30 means 30%. So 30% of 1,000 is $300. So that first 30% is going to go back into your business in terms of investment. What are you investing in? I suggest you invest first in marketing. I always say this on the channel. You have to grow your business before you grow your equipment. So you can, for example, wrap your tailgate. You can, put money into the 6x9 postcards or any form of marketing. And then once you have a lot of marketing already set up and you're getting a consistent flow of customers, then you want to start to upgrade your equipment little by little. But the bottom line is, every week you're going to take 30% of your money first, boom, invest it back into your business. The second 30%, again, this is $300 when we're talking about $1,000 a week, is going to go into paying off debt. So I'll give you guys a great example. You know, my first 2 years, I took out loans. They weren't like big loans. The first year was like $13,000. I think the second season was $16,000 loans that I took out in order to keep the business going in the wintertime because, you know, I had no money coming in. Here in Maryland, we only work like March to November. So I had December, January, and February. I had to pay bills, so I took out loans. That's why I lost money in my first 2 years, because when you take that into account, I went almost 20 grand in debt each one of those years. But anyway, so my point is this. So I had loans to pay off, and then I also had about $8,000 in credit back in those days, credit card. So that's what I mean by debt. So imagine, again, the example of $1,000, you're going to take $300 every week and pay it towards your debt. This is one of those deals where you're not sitting around waiting for the payment, the bill to come. You're just going to call that company, boom, pay $300 towards any outstanding loan or debt that you have. A debt might also be money you owe to a friend, a family member, that sort of thing. Then the third 30% or $300 is going to go into paying off your bills. So this might be your phone bill, your truck payment, your what is that thing called, the insurance on your vehicle, things like that. So what we call overhead or fixed bills. So the great thing about this, guys, is this. You know, this is going to leave you 10%, right? So 30, 30, 30 is 90. That leaves you 10% for yourself. That's money. You can do with that money whatever you wish. So as you continue on this journey and you install in your company this rule, this 30, 30, 30 rule, eventually you're going to make more and more money. So now let's say you're being super successful and in your second year, you're making $10,000 per month. Imagine $3,000 going back into your business every month in terms of investment. $3,000 going towards paying off your bills, your debt, outstanding debts, loans, and things of that nature. And then $3,000 paying off your bills. So what's going to happen is you're going to come to a point where you have no debt and your bills are prepaid for 6-7 months. And then just imagine how much money you're going to save. All of a sudden, snap a finger, you got 20 to 30 grand in your bank account. And this is where you're making big moves like getting your vehicle wrapped or getting an upgraded rig system, pressure washing rig, or even just buying a new truck. I remember, you know, when I went to the dealership and bought a $29,000 cash for the business. And that's what I'm talking about. If you follow this rule, it's a really good rule in terms of finance management, because what a lot of new guys do is when they get into the pressure washing business, they see all this money coming in, they get excited because they never seen that kind of money before, and they start buying all the crap that they always wanted, right? So you guys know this. An asset is something that brings you money. A liability is something that takes money away from you. So for example, if I buy myself, you know, like let's say a motorcycle, okay, that's not bringing me money, that's taking money away from me every month, especially if I buy it on credit, on, you know, like, you know, with my credit. So that's like a $400, $500 payment every month. That's coming out. That's not bringing money in. That's a liability. And in order for you to succeed in business, you have to have like 10 assets for every liability. Does that make sense to you guys? So you better have like a thriving business. You got to have 10 different ways that you got money coming in for every liability, and that's going to set you up really, really nice to have a really sound foundation. I'm going to give you guys a quick example here. I had a buddy I know who started a pressure washing business when I was like in my year 5, 6. He kind of wanted to follow in my footsteps. And it was funny because in his second, it was either his second year, maybe the end of his first year, but it was right around there. One time we got together and he wanted to show off this, man, what is that thing called? A side-by-side. If you guys don't know what a side-by-side is, it's basically like a four-wheeler, but it looks like a buggy. Guys, he paid $22,000. Now, he didn't buy it cash, he bought it on credit, but he was paying like $700 a month just for this stupid side-by-side that you go riding in the woods. And guess what? After 2 weeks, the thing broke, the axle broke, and it cost him like $3,500 to fix the axle. Wow. The bottom line is, it wasn't long before he went out of business. Why? Because instead of investing back in his business, which grows your asset. Remember, asset brings you money. Liability takes money away from you. And what he did is he took his money and dumped it into a liability. So I highly recommend you guys pay attention to that. That's why the 30-30-30 rule is set up to help you put money back into your business and for you to eliminate your liabilities. Number 2 on my list, something we talk a lot about on this channel, an optimized Google My Business, or GMB. Now, I'm going to recommend something for you guys. Once you finish watching this video, go back into my library and search out episode 56. In that episode, I did a step-by-step tutorial on how you optimize your Google My Business so you can rank #1 in your area, okay? But here I'm going to give you guys a couple tips on that. You need to make sure that you have plenty of pictures, really, really good before and after pictures, and then you really got to focus on getting 5-star reviews, okay? So get out there. You know, what we do is we have on our phone, we have the link to it. We make it super easy for our customers. So when we see our customers happy, you know, we let them know, hey, can you help us out with a 5-star review? It makes a big difference for us. And we send them the link. Like, we don't have them try to look us up. Here's the link. They click it and they get it. Boom. And they get a 5-star review. So I highly recommend that. There's a bunch of things that have to happen on the back end, on the analytical back end, like SEO, search engine optimization, and keyword research. And that's why I recommend you guys watch that in-depth video, because there's a lot of actionable steps that you have to make in order to get an optimized Google My Business. But I'm going to give you guys like a really, really, really positive note here. So when I started my business, right, I got to a point, it wasn't until the end of the 3rd year that I had, no, it was like the 4th year, guys, when I had to Google My Business. Because back then I was just doing a lot of marketing on Craigslist, and then also some boots on the ground marketing. But anyway, I digress. The point here is, you know, I only had 5-star reviews, and guess what? Guess what, guys? I was already ranking #1 on Google in my area, even though I had guys that had over 100 5-star reviews. I was ranking ahead of them because of these tips that, you know, I share with you guys in that episode 56. So I highly, highly recommend you do that, because guess what? We live in an era where if you do not have a Google My Business, I cannot stress this enough. If you do not have a Google My Business, you might as well close up shop right now. You will absolutely not make it in the business, because this is how people find you. This is like 30 to 40% of our clients come from Google My Business. And then also there's this point, guys. There's essentially 2 camps when we're talking about marketing. There's something that's called passive form of marketing and active form of marketing. Now, a passive form of marketing is the type of marketing that initially you have to invest a little bit of your time, energy, effort, and some money, but passive form of marketing continues to give you dividends years down the line. A great example of that is a wrapped vehicle. You know, the first thing I ever wrapped was an enclosed trailer that we have. We still have it to this day. And to this day, that enclosed trailer is still picking up business for us. And I mean, that wrap is about 7, coming on 8 years old. And it's still picking up business. And we initially, I think we paid $1,800 for that wrap. And within like 90 days, we got our money back from that anyway. And then years down the line, we're still making money on it. That's why I recommend you guys, if you don't have money to wrap your vehicle, that's okay. Wrap your tailgate first, put a magnet on the door. That's a passive form of marketing that's going to continue to give you dividends down the line. Another great example of a passive form of marketing is, you know, your A-frame signs. You guys have seen these. I'll put a picture of up here if you don't know what I'm talking about. You put them on the front wheel well of your truck. Boom, that's picking you up 3 to 5 customers a month. But I say all that to say this, guys. There's no better form of passive form of marketing than Google My Business, because, you know, initially you got to do all this work to optimize it correctly, but 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the line, it's still going to be bringing you lots and lots of dividends. And then the other form of marketing, active form, are the things that you got to consistently do and invest money in order for them to keep working. A great example of that is bandit signs or your yard signs. Like, you do some this month, costs you money, and then if you stop doing them the next month, it stops working. But Google My Business is eternal. It's always there. So I highly recommend you guys pay attention to that, put a lot of focus on that, because think about it, guys. Everyone today, in today's environment, right, when we're talking about technology, when they want something, they look it up online, and they're going to go, you know, to the 3 top 5 companies. They're going to look at your pictures. They're going to read your reviews. So if those things are not on point, they're not going to go with you. They're going to go with your competition. So make sure you pay attention to that. Number 3 on our list, we're talking about personal growth. Okay, now this is very important. Obviously, since you guys are watching this video, you are already down this path of personal growth. I recommend you guys dump as many hours as you possibly can into YouTube first, because that's a free form of personal growth. Now, once you've maximized that, what I recommend you guys do is sign up for courses or any kind of virtual or even physical course. Actually, you know what's so funny? I don't think I've mentioned this on the channel yet. Once we get back from the Huge, right now we're really focused on you know, doing a lot of content there with that convention. But once we get back from that, we're putting together a physical course here in my local area in Waldorf, Maryland, where we're going to bring in, it's a mastermind course. I'm going to start to promote it or announce it when I get back from the Huge. But that's what I'm talking about, guys. Sign up for courses, do courses online, things that you have to pay for, because they're going to be, man, they're going to be more actionable information on there for you than the free stuff on YouTube. Of course, you guys that watch my channel, man, I mean, there's a lot of great things on my channel. If you go back to the first video and you watch all the way through, every single one of my videos has at least one gold nugget of that you can take, you know, and improve your business. Like, you know, I got my trailer build, truck build series. I got a marketing series, and all of these things are going to help you, you know, grow your business faster, quicker, and then also, you know, with solidity, meaning like you're going to make a very solid, profitable company if you follow all of my blueprints. So the last thing I'll say about personal growth is taking on a mentor, guys, someone that you vibe with. You know, I would reach out to that person, because, man, you know, when we talked about avoiding mistakes, man, wow, guys, I wish I would have had a dad, a brother, an uncle, a friend, a mentor, somebody that I could have gone to ask questions, because I would have avoided so many mistakes if I would have done that. I often say this on the channel, right? That there's 3 types of people in this world. You guys already know this. You have a dumb person, a smart person, and a wise person. Dumb people consistently make mistakes and never learn from them and keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. Smart people make mistakes, learn from them, and they try their best to not repeat those same mistakes. Then you have your wise people. Wise people learn from the people in front of them so they don't make mistakes. They learn from the mistakes of others. So which one do you want to be? You know, so I want to be a wise person. I made a lot of my own mistakes when I first started. And so I recommend you guys reach out. There's tons of content creators out there, guys. There's tons of great coaches. I do a lot of coaching. I'm a content creator. Of course, I'm already a part of you guys' network. You can reach out to me. I'll send you, a bunch of free resources. You know, my email's in a link of this video. So, you know, I'm a part of your network, and you guys are a part of my network. And this is how and why we decided to do a channel. The Mr. Bubbles channel is all about helping you guys grow your business. So highly recommend you guys seek out a coach, seek out a mentor, grab onto that person, and don't let go. Now, before we get to number 4, guys, check this out. Guys, quick announcement. I've created a digital product called Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box. Check this out. Okay, so the Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box is actually a thumb drive that we're going to send to you guys to your physical address. And when you get this thumb drive, you're going to see a folder that's called Box in it. And then when you open it, you're going to see all of these files right here, guys, all of these folders. And guys, this thing has over 500 files, anything and everything I've ever created from my business. So all of the blueprints, training modules, documents, all of the things that you guys constantly email me about, you know, your pricing PDF, your for example, you know, your marketing blueprints, anything that you could need for your business is in here. That's why we call it a business in a box. One of the things that I really like about this is, guys, check out all of these pictures. So you have a total of 300 before and after pictures that you guys can add to your website and your Facebook and your Google My Business. And check this out. So there's a folder called Google SEO. And the pictures already have the SEO words in them. And this one photo right here has over 300. This specific folder has 190 pictures, but all in all, it's over 300 pictures. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Amazing before and afters pictures for you guys to be able to add to all of your social medias and whatnot. This is going to help you get a lot of customers. And of course, your edible postcards are on here. And then finally, you got training videos on here as well, guys. Like, for example, the video on how to optimize your Google My Business, the Mr. Bubbles. You got several videos. So they're like training modules. You got all the PDFs. The bottom line, guys, is this. This is going to help you with your business. So don't miss out. Make sure that you email us so you can get your business in a box today. In order to get your business in a box, you just got to hit the link in the description of this video. And I say this all the time on the channel, guys. The more you know, the more you grow. That's how come I decided to create this business in a box, because it has everything in there you need to be able to grow your business. And I really, really believe that this is going to be a game changer for you. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. All right, make sure you guys pick up your business in a box, because, you know, when we were talking about an optimized Google My Business, one of the main things there is your before and after pictures. And in your thumb drive for your Google My Business, guess what, guys? There's over 300 before and after pictures that already have SEO embedded in them. Again, SEO stands for search engine optimization. These are keywords that are already embedded in the metadata of those pictures. And when you post those pictures to your GMB, it's going to elevate your rank. It's going to help you to rank higher in your area. And then also, those pictures, the before and after pictures are by themselves will already help you get customers, because customers are going to see the quality of the work there and they're going to hire you for that. So I highly recommend that. So let's go ahead and jump in. Number 4 on our list, we're talking about selling. Okay, you guys, a couple episodes ago, I did my SOMA series, S-O-M-A, SOMA. Stands for Sales, Operations, Marketing, and Administration. Well, the first leg, the most important pillar of growing any business, is learning how to sell. Now, the great thing is I did an episode already. It's episode 52 in my marketing series, where we broke down for you guys word for word, like everything about selling. And basically, you know, the most important thing is developing a pitch, a sales pitch. So a pitch has 5 elements to it, okay? It's introduction, short story, presentation, close, and the upsell. So I would recommend you guys go back and you watch that video. It'll teach you how to develop a sales pitch. And you can also email me, and I will email you back my sales pitch. You guys just practice that in the mirror, or if you're a truck driver or something like that, you can just practice that in the truck, and then you get out there and you practice it with people. And then the other part of that is this. what's great about that episode 52 is I break down for you guys the 4 factors of sales impulses. What, helps people on a subconscious level make the decision to go with you. This is going to elevate your closing rate. So, with knowing how to sell and having a pitch can only take you so far. You need to learn advanced sales tactics, and that's what the 4 factors of sales impulse is all about. So again, I recommend you guys go back and you watch that. But for the purposes of this video, I want you guys to understand this simple concept. Selling is all about building relationships. Okay, you guys got that? Because at the end, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Let me repeat that. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So when we go to a person's house to do an estimate, we're building relationships, guys. We're talking about their dog, their cat. I recently went to a house to do an estimate. This guy had the biggest chicken coop I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God, he had over 100 chickens in there, guys. Like, it was impressive. I even had to ask him if that's what he did for a living because there's so many chickens. And of course the guy's going to be proud of that. You don't think the guy's going to want to talk about that? So we spent 10 minutes talking about his chickens. Like, for example, I learned that chickens don't need a rooster to lay eggs. Did you guys know that? I would have thought that they needed, the rooster, hitting it in order for the eggs to be created, but that's not how that works. Chickens lay eggs like every couple of days, no matter what. So anyway, my point is this. You build relationships with people, they're going to go with you because remember, people want to do business with companies they know, they trust, and they like. So you get out there, you build relationships with people, and it's going to take you very, very far. And you guys are going to become great salespeople because you're not going to come off as a salesperson. You're just going to come off as somebody who cares about their property, and that's why they're going to go with you. Number 5 on our list, the last one, guys. You're not going to get very far in business if you don't have an established boots on the ground marketing strategy for your company. So here's the deal. A lot of you guys are falling into what I call the online trap. And what's the online trap? You guys are solely relying on your Facebooks and all your other platforms out there. Some of you even do, paid ads on Google. Guys, I don't recommend that for new guys with less than 3-4 years in the business. As a matter of fact, a rule I have for my coaching clients is you better be making over $25K per month if you want to, spend money on Google, on any kind of paid advertising. What I recommend first is you have to have an established boots on the ground marketing strategy for yourself. Now, I've created a PDF. It's a 1-page PDF. It's called Boots on the Ground. It's got 10 very specific things on there, like very specific, like you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. I'll put up here for you guys my 6x9 postcard. You don't need to take a screenshot of this. Just email me. I'll send you this design. You guys copy this design because on the top there's a box that says one of your neighbors just got a Mr. Bubbles house wash. That's sales impulse because you're tapping into one of the factors of impulse, which is keeping up with the Joneses, right? That's why it says one of your neighbors just got a Mr. Bubbles house wash, No one wants to be one-upped by their neighbor, so then they're going to reach out to you to wash their house as well. So the bottom line is this. Your boots on the ground marketing strategy, I want the foundation of that being a awesome sales pitch, which I will send to you. And then the second thing is your 6x9 postcards. Guys, you should be doing 1,000 of those a month. Of course, targeting dirty homes. Don't just go out like a big old dummy, passing them out, randomly to people. No. You search out affluent neighborhoods. By affluent, I mean neighborhoods that have homes that are like 400,000 and up. And you're going to look specifically for dirty houses, walk up to the door and just leave the flyer on there. You're going to do this 1,000 times a month. So 250 times a week. So 250 of these postcards a week directly targeted to dirty homes. And then you're going to marry this with 2 other things. You're going to do 100 residential pitches with your sales pitch that you're going to learn from me. And then number 2, you're going to do 100 commercial pitches a month. Guys, if you keep doing this over and over, month after month after month, it's just a matter of time. Of course, combined with your Google My Business and all of that, success is just right around the corner waiting for you guys. Again, guys, you know, that's why I created this channel, because these things are blueprints. I already walked down this path. I already did all the homework, and I'm giving you guys the cheat sheet. You just got to go out there, follow my blueprint, because again, everything that I bring to you guys is things that have been lab tested, that I did. I learned everything I know through the process of elimination. And what I've done is I've eliminated all the no's out of the way to bring you guys the yes. And that's all I got for you guys today. Really appreciate you coming to my channel and watching this how to grow your pressure washing business video. Highly recommend you watch the next one as well. Guys, in the next episode, we're actually going to be talking about my top 10 mistakes that I personally make and how you can avoid them. So please tune in to that one. Again, email me. My email's in the description of this video. And I can send you out the sales pitch. That's going to help you out. Marketing blueprint. That's very important. And that one-page PDF, which is the boots on the ground. Again, guys, these are all free resources for you. So make sure you reach out to me. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.